It is that time of the week again for your Marvel Strike Force weekly news update. This time, we're talking about my boy Graviton. We got more data mines as usual, and yeah, we're gonna talk about the trip to FoxNext headquarters that we are doing this week. All of that and more. But before we get into all of the news, I do want to mention the sponsor of this video, ClanHQ. What is ClanHQ, you may ask? Well, it is a brand new, fully featured messaging app, and it is free right now on the Android and iOS stores. It has all kind of features that can integrate with over 75 different games, including Marvel Strike Force. You have a fully featured chat with stickers, GIFs, photos, badges, and more. You have a notification setting so that you can tag people and see everyone that reads your messages. You can store your game data right in the app, so anyone that wants to check out your entire roster, they can do it with just a click of a button. And that's really valuable, guys, if you're an alliance leader or you are someone that is looking for an alliance. Yes, you could find it all right within ClanHQ. You could find the perfect match with just a few clicks, and because the game data is integrated with the app itself, you could show off things like your total collection power, your strongest team power, and you could show it off to anyone that wants it right in the app itself. So if you want to learn more about ClanHQ, check out the link in the description. They're adding new features all the time, guys. It's really good stuff. And if you want to be one of the first to use it, make sure you check it out. So make sure you check out ClanHQ for yourself, guys. And if you are ready to get into all of the news of the week, let's go smash it!
ValleyFlyin.
What is up, Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here. I am back. Welcome to the channel. It is news time. I'm talking to my brother, my partner in crime, Khasino. What is up, man? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. What's going on?
Ooh, a lot of stuff going on. I know both of us are packing, getting ready for a trip. We're definitely going to talk about our trip to FoxNext that is coming up. Graviton, obviously, we're going to talk about that. We got sale rumors and a lot more. Obviously, we got data mines as well. Long video as usual, guys. Timestamps in the description. And, of course, other than ClanHQ, this video is also sponsored by BlueStacks. Make sure you check out the link there. 60 frames per second on your computer. You can play Marvel Strike Force or any of the other games. Valley merch, check out some of the new merch on there. And of course, Patreon if we're on the sports channel. First thing up though, for the news, let's talk about this trip. I am about to start packing right after we record this. I know you're supposed to pack as soon as you wake up in the morning. How excited for this are you? I know you've been there once before. This is my first time though, so.
I'm very, very excited for this trip, and I do want to talk about the trip, but real quick, I just want to circle back. You mentioned we're going to be talking about this carnival ride, the Graviton. What's up with that?
Oh yeah, it was my favorite ride growing up. I used to ride that thing all the time. It was a zipper, the Ferris wheel, and then the Gravitron. I love that, and it's
Graviton, people.
Oh,
it's Graviton.
I always will. I know I'm always gonna screw that up. So if you guys have played that shot game, that was one shot for everybody, guys. Hopefully,
everybody does.
Hopefully, I don't say that again. All right. Other than the carnival ride, what are your thoughts on this trip, brother?
I am really looking forward to the trip, but I want to clarify something about the trip, because a lot of people think that, like, the content creators have been called down because FoxNext was like, we don't know what's going on. We are so lost. We need help. We need to call the content creators to tell us how to fix our game.
No.
And that is not the trip. That's not at all what's happening.
Yeah, that's not what we're going down there for.
Now, if I thought there was good reason, I know you have like a channel for people giving feedback, which is always a good idea, so you know what to bring up, but I didn't do that this time around because I don't think there's going to be much of an opportunity to even give them feedback on stuff. There might be, so it's not a bad idea to be prepared, but just again, to clarify for everyone, most of the focus of this trip isn't even about Marvel Strike Force. They want us to check out other upcoming projects that they have. They want to show us unrelated other stuff they've been working on. So there is going to be some time dedicated to Marvel Strike Force stuff, including checking out some new characters, some exciting new stuff. But it's probably like 70% unrelated and then like 30% actual MSF stuff. And it's only a couple days, so I don't think we're going to have a lot of time to grill them and talk about all the aspects of the game and sit in on meetings and get a lot of stuff done. And when they do ask for feedback, it's probably going to be, what are your thoughts on the new stuff we're showing you? How do you feel about this? Should we change it before we release it? Whatever. So
yeah,
just want to set realistic expectations. I know, like, we're not going to not ask them what's going on with Coulson and Cyclops, stuff like that. But
definitely gonna ask a lot of stuff in passing. I'm not sure how much we're gonna share, but leave your questions, guys. I'm gonna try to get as much answered as possible, and release as much information as I can. I'm not sure how much of this is gonna be under NDA, how much is gonna be free to share with everybody, but yeah, we will see. And I will definitely post as much as I can on Instagram and Twitter and all that. So it should be fun. Should be fun.
I also, one of the big issues, I know a lot of people have been really concerned with it, so the number one issue that I absolutely plan to bring up while we're there, I am going to find out why I don't have a 7 red star character yet.
You know what? I gotta find that out as well. I've opened not as many as you, but I've opened a lot of these orbs, and I have zero.
Yep,
not even on a bad character. I got 0. So.
I've been reading a lot of the comments, and it's clear most of the player base is real upset that Khasino doesn't have a 7 red star character. So
I am upset. I am personally upset about that. That
we'll get that sorted.
Ruining my evening right now just thinking about that. So
I promise it'll be addressed.
Hopefully it will be addressed. But on the heels of that, and looking at their other big games, we got an announcement today, and we got an article. This article is from Bloomberg. I don't know if there's a lot of new stuff here, because a lot of the stuff that was said here was said back in the December, January timeframe. And what are your thoughts on this? Is there anything new that you see in this article about Disney planning to sell FoxNext and their video game unit?
I mean, I guess like there's one slightly inferred piece of information, which was, we've known about this for a while. We've known Disney doesn't like being in the business of making games. They prefer licensing deals. So people had theorized like several things could happen. They could just say, shut it down, forget that game, it's a waste of time, close it out. They could buy themselves out and become their own independent company, or some other larger company could buy them and, just kind of run the game through them, whatever it is. And so it just kind of eliminated a couple of those other possibilities, really. It doesn't look like they're going to get shut down, and it doesn't look like they're in a position to buy themselves out and go independent. So that's really it.
Let me ask you a follow-up question. Do you think that this potential sale or whatever is going to go on behind the scenes of this game, do you think the player base will see any effect of this? I mean, outside of the possibility of everything getting shut down, which I don't think is high on the list of probability, but
that's way low. I mean, if they're saying they're looking to sell it, that means like it is profitable. Someone is going to want to be making the money that the game is making. There's no reason to shut down a money printing machine. So.
Yeah, so it's got a great IP, and it's got a good player base that watches a lot of news videos, hopefully. So, but yeah, I mean, this is a good game. So there's obviously a lot of details that could be fixed, but it's a good game, and I don't think it would be wise for them to do that.
Regardless of what what ends up happening, it's not going to mean much for a while. Like, even if the company got sold tomorrow, the whole thing is that most of the company would just be going over, so there wouldn't be like a big change. It's not like right now, like Disney has been making all the decisions. It's not like, what the raid rewards are for the next raid, someone at Disney decides. Like that, FoxNext does their own thing. I'm sure they submit some stuff for approval from some higher ups, but I'm sure they just send it all at once, and it's like, yeah, sounds great, whatever, gets checked off. But ultimately, which company owns the smaller company making the games, I don't think it'll be a big deal for a while. Like maybe a year or two from now, they'll, some company could buy them and want to expand them, or want to, take some of their devs and focus them on a new project or something. Who knows? But whatever it is, it'll be a ways away.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about this for months now, and nothing has really happened, except maybe for the better. I mean, because this game was not in a very good place, in my opinion, back in January, and I think the game's gotten better since then. Still, obviously, a lot of issues, but we'll see what happens with
and
this.
I want to point this out too, and I know this is going to be like, this might be one of the most FoxNext apologist things I've ever said.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh wow,
we'll see. We'll see.
Vote of confidence.
I'm just kidding. All right, what is it? What is it? What is it?
But so at no point, even I cannot deny FoxNext clearly makes some money motivated moves, right?
Yes,
It's pretty apparent. Sometimes they just do some blatantly money motivated things, and I think that part of why they've been so money motivated was to make sure they're profitable enough to not get shut down. And so while you may hate some of the more greedy things that they've done, if they weren't making enough money, then it would have been way more likely that they would be shut down, and then there would be no Marvel Strike Force. So I would rather have a period of super greedy Marvel Strike Force that allows for there to be more Marvel Strike Force in the future. You know what I mean?
I do. As long as it doesn't go too far overboard and actually make the game not fun. But at this point, I'm still having fun playing the game.
They can't push it much farther. Like I wail like crazy if they roll out some other new system that requires $50 more every week, whatever it is. Like, nope, I literally can't.
We are going to talk about some new systems from datamines, so we're definitely going to get to that, guys. But other big news that happened this week since the last news video, Graviton announced coming to the game, and this character was rumored on this news show a while ago, but it was officially announced this past week. What are your thoughts on Graviton being announced and some of his partial kit that was there in the datamine?
Oh yeah, I mean, we didn't see partial kit, but we saw like a general description of his kit.
Description is a better
off
word.
The bat,
exactly.
Yes, slows and stuns are a good thing to have, so I'm looking forward to him. And the AIM team is really big on debuffs as it is, but they pretty much all use the same debuffs for the most part, which is, slow offense down, defense down. And then they apply some unique debuffs to themselves, like one of them heal blocks himself and stuff like that, but they don't actually use that much of a variety of debuffs, and stuns and slows they already have in their repertoire, but stuns are I think new to AIM, so that's a nice touch. But I was surprised, so when we got that first batch of rumored characters, I shouldn't say when I got that first batch of rumored characters, I was like, I don't know how true this is, and then the one I was the most uncertain of is like Graviton. I was like, I don't know, that sounds like some like fan fiction writing here. Like I haven't even heard of that character.
Obscure character.
Definitely. So when we got confirmation that Graviton was not only coming, but like the model was done and everything.
These rumors might be more true than we thought.
Yeah. Yes. Now I'm more confused though. We can't say what new characters we're gonna get to check out when we go down there, but the new characters we're getting to check out when we go down there aren't the new characters that we'd heard rumored in the first batch. Some overlay with rumored characters from the second batch, so I'm more confused than ever now, actually. But
and we will release as much info as they allow us to once we get down there. So stay tuned, guys. But let me ask you this about Graviton specifically. He gets enemies stacks and slow. We talked about that. And this little extra line in the datamine, and then deal extra damage for every negative effect. I had some speculation. Is this negative effect that you're placing on the enemies kind of like a carnage thing? Or because AIM places so many negative effects on them, do you think this is going to be all of the negative effects maybe on the board at the time?
Oh, you mean single target? Or are you saying consume them to deal damage, or just because like Vulture does extra damage per debuff and it doesn't consume them? Carnage does, and he does consume them.
He consumes them, yeah. But I'm wondering if this is for your own negative effects as well, not just the ones on the enemy.
Oh.
Because it is dealing with AIM, and that's what they do with the AIM team, right? I hadn't
considered that. That's an excellent point. That's very, very good point.
All right, so now that I brought up the point, what do you think it is?
I honestly hadn't even considered that. That'd be interesting. I could see them doing something like that.
It'd
I
be
can definitely
nice.
see
It'd
him
be
doing
nice.
something like that. And I want to answer this question. I've been getting this question a lot. It's been frustrating me to no end. I thank you guys for reaching out to me with questions. I love when you guys have questions, and I will occasionally make fun of ridiculous questions, but don't take that to mean that I don't, I want to be left alone, not bothered. I do want to be able to try to answer guys' questions. But that said, one really ridiculous question I keep getting asked is, hey, so with Graviton coming, plus you got Scientist Supreme, who you thinking we're gonna drop from the AIM team? And the answer is, how the hell would I know? I haven't seen their new kits. I haven't seen their new stats. What do you know that I don't know? There's literally no way to know that.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Sorry,
been asked
I
that
wish I
question
could tell you the
before.
answer.
But we all we have is this
How
blurb
would
on the
we know?
data mine. We don't have a full kit for him. We don't know what, if any, potential reworks are coming to AIM. It's hard to say at this point.
It's
which
impossible to say at this point unless you want to be
Well,
full
you
of
can
crap.
say, but to be to be accurate with it, it's
All right, sure.
tough.
Assaulter and researcher. Good luck, everybody.
All right, you heard it here first, guys. Watch your prediction turn out to be true.
Oh, great. Well, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you got the leaks, dude.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Anyway, yeah. So exciting stuff, confusing stuff with Graviton. More to see, and I'm curious to see what his relationship with AIM is going to be and how their kits work with each other. But we got an event that came back this past week. Kind of a surprise. No information about this in any data mines, so this kind of came out of nowhere. War Machine event came back a few days ago. And this is really good for new players. I think I have all the characters in there, 7-star. I think you do too. But very, very good for new players. War Machine, very good character. What are your thoughts on this event and War Machine in general for some new players that haven't unlocked him yet?
Yeah, it's a nice surprise, and War Machine is one of the best blasters in the entire game, hands down. So
Agreed.
Definitely, especially as a newer player, enjoy those War Machine shards because, if I'm not mistaken, is he in Raid Store? I think that's where he is.
I'm
Or is he in War
pretty
Store?
sure he's in Raid Store.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So characters in the Raid Store are a bit of a slow farm, so this is a great opportunity to get a bunch of War Machine shards. So yeah, it caught us all off guard. It seems kind of out of place, and they don't normally bring back character event campaigns. This one is technically like a lead up to War event, but that makes it even weirder because it's still called Prelude to War, but now we already have War, so you're not preceding War. If they call it like Prelude to War Leagues.
I was about to
okay.
say that. I was about to say that. You know what we're talking about is data mine, but yes, I think it does have something to do with that coming up. They've been talking about that, right? The
Yeah,
War
we'll
Leagues.
talk about that. I'm excited for that, but yeah, it was just weird. It's certainly a good thing, but it wasn't announced or anything, so it's
Well,
kind of odd.
Here's the thing. We now have hope that a Minerva event can come out of nowhere because this War Machine event came up back out of nowhere. So Minerva, guys, Minerva, if you're listening, FoxNext Minerva event, we want that back as well. Not just the new players, the older players want it back too.
I'll sign off on that.
All right, big Blitz this past weekend. Human Torch, you weren't away this past weekend. How hard did you go on this thing?
Lately, I've just been going for top 1500 because to go for top 100 means
Woo!
I can't really get anything else done. So it's not worth it, all the extra effort. And then, as you well know, getting like rank 108 is one of the most blue balls experiences in life.
Makes me not want to
brutal.
ever push for
Even
that
when-
top 100 again.
But I have to put in so many extra hours for top 100, and the amount of shards I get is like 3 orbs worth if I was just like screw it and just bought the character orbs.
Yeah, if you think about it, it's what? How many hours you spend blitzing, and what is the pack worth? Like $20 for
Not
X amount of
even.
shards. So
Yeah.
it kind of makes sense just to buy the thing and not to go to blitz if you look at it from a time perspective, right?
Yep, and we could spend a whole episode talking about Blitz rewards. So one thing I'll reassure people is definitely me and Valley and Mobile Gamer are all on the same page that Blitz milestones and Blitz reward need to be addressed. FoxNext knows this. They've literally come out and said we're looking at redoing Blitz. That's one of the things we're worrying about right now. So if they mention anything about Blitz, I'm sure all 3 of us will pipe up and be like, on the subject of Blitz.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that'll come up.
I know it will. I know
yeah.
it will. They've been talking about it for a while, but they've also revealed that it takes a lot of time for them to get an idea and actually implement it. So just because it's been talked about by Cerebro on that interview with you, I have no idea how long it's going to take to actually implement any of these changes that he talked about back then. So.
Who knows how long they go back and forth before they settle on something. But.
It's definitely much needed, especially for this Blitz. I know a lot of players are suffering from burnout in this game just because of the time. And Blitz, that is the big time consumer if you're really pushing hard in that mode. So hopefully it's something that is changed.
It is, but also a lot of people really love Blitz. So I don't want this to become a whole Blitz episode, but people forget that. I totally understand people who are like, I have a real job, I only have so much time in my day, I can't blitz all day, and I don't like having to blitz all day to be competitive. I didn't used to have to always do blitz, now I do. Completely understand that, but I don't see very many people raising the very strong flip side point, which is tons of free to play or cheap to play players love blitz. Like, look, I can't spend on packs, I can't be competitive in other ways, but I can always do blitz. And I can get top 1500. Someone earlier in my chat was like, I got top 1500 with 1.8 mil total collection power. This is how I get new characters, and it allows me to compete with the higher up guys because I'm willing to put in the time. So please don't change blitz, because it's one of the few areas where I can actually catch up. So there's definitely people who really love it, for the people who are like, oh, this is killing me. But
I think I'm in that minority that likes to blitz as well, but maybe not an every 2 hours thing, but I do like that mode when I do have the time. I just don't like it, feel like it's interrupting my real life stuff.
Yeah, I've said this before, I'll say it again. There's a simple solution. Just at the start of every day, give people they can use each team 6 times for free. That way, the people who want to do it in one straight 4-hour block can do that. People who want to do it every 2 hours can do that. People who want to do, a couple hours in the morning, couple hours in the evening, whatever, however people want to do it. But give people the freedom to do it on their own schedule.
Yeah, I'd be in favor of that solution. I think that'd be a good solution for Blitz. But I know you don't want to spend the whole time on Blitz. Let's move on to the next thing. Alpha raids are gone. They were here for a week. We had that break of a week. Do you think that someone missed the dates here and it was supposed to be concurrent with all these raids going on? Because there was a weird week break that we had there.
It seems like there's a lot of chaos going on. They haven't said oh, things got moved around, our schedule got messed up, but again, this is based on a few things. So prior to this period that we're in now, they had been doing a patch every month. They'd consistently, every month there was a patch. And then for some reason this patch, it lasted a month, and now it's gonna go into 2.5, maybe even 3 weeks into the next month. This patch has just gone longer than it was supposed to, I think.
It has. Oh, I don't know about it's supposed to, but yeah, it's definitely gone longer than the patch.
And then, we'd heard some rumored characters that I think were supposed to be coming in what I'm guessing was supposed to be the September patch, and I'm not sure if they're even doing the September patch anymore. I think they might just jump straight to the October patch, because the one hint I'd given a while back when they were just rumors was, some Halloween themed characters. And without saying too much, I think those characters possibly got moved up in terms of when we'll see them. So my interpretation of the whole thing was, there was supposed to be a September patch, and then half that stuff got shuffled into the October patch, and half that stuff got shuffled behind it or after it, and they just, I don't know. And this could be totally off base. This is purely my, interpretation, but I don't have any kind of inside info on this. I'm just speculating here, but I think that's what happened. So I think they were supposed to be at a certain raid by the end of the September patch or something, and I don't know. something. I never know.
Plans changed.
Yep, they love playing it fast and loose with everything. So yeah, that was weird. Maybe they're trying to switch to what if we did it every week? There was a different Greek raid. I don't know.
We'll see what happens. But we got Relic Hunter that came back. Also got some nice ABCs. No auto though. The auto was a thing, and there was something weird with it in Block Party. You think that is why we weren't able to auto this Relic Hunter event that came back because of the
Yes, I
block
did.
party.
That's
Whatever
exactly
happened
what I
with
think happened. I think it was causing issues, so they disabled it. Rather than fixing it, they're like, just turn it off for now, and we'll fix it later. That's my guess. Again,
It's kind of like those broken passives of Yondu and some other characters. Instead of making it how it was worded, they just, you know what? Let's change the wording.
Change the wording.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of
Put a band-aid on it.
course.
We're worrying about other stuff. So I've been saying this. It's a weird time to stick this in. It wasn't really in our lineup of things to talk about. But so the other thing that I want to mention is, and again, we've not heard or seen anything concrete that indicates any of this is on the horizon. But I get the feeling that a lot of what they're doing right now are things we're not seeing at all. Like they're paying less attention to what's going on the live servers right at this moment. You know, we're getting Greek raids that haven't been touched. Just relaunch Greek raids. Just relaunch that Prelude to War event. Just do another Blitz release. Like it's a lot of very easy things to just flip a switch and put it back on.
Yeah.
To kind of pacify us now, because and it could be any of these things. It could be none of these things. It's something totally else. But we've heard rumor of a level cap raise coming with Ultimus 7. And they mentioned that they wanted to, kind of retune Ultimus 7 from the first iteration. So they could be working on a new raid and a level cap raise. And if there was a level cap raise, that could mean new gear tiers. And most importantly, if there's a level cap raise, that could mean new abilities for every character. Ooh. And updating multiple abilities for every single character, that's definitely like a big task. And then separate from that, we've seen like mods and ISO 8. No idea if or when that's coming, but that would be a very big in-depth system that they would be working a lot on. No idea when we'll see that, but it could be that. War Leagues is definitely at least, a bit of a project. So I kind of get the feeling that they're working on a couple big projects that they haven't announced yet, but they seem preoccupied.
Yeah, I think a lot of what the rumors are about is September is supposed to be a really big month in MSF, and that would kind of go in line with what you just talked about with the level cap, a potential gear increase, Ultimus 7 coming out, a potential skills increase for their abilities. It makes sense. I can't wait to see what it actually is, because there's been rumors that September is supposed to be a really big month in this game. A lot of big changes, a lot of changes for the good. So I can't wait to see what this all means. What does this all mean, guys? I don't know.
Yep. Fortunately, when we go down there, we're gonna have to see some of it. Just
yes.
As they're showing us new upcoming stuff, whether they mean to or not, some of the new stuff is gonna have to be in those builds of the game. So. Maybe we'll derail them by asking some questions like, hey, real quick, what's that over there?
Yes, or that's probably the best case scenario, right? If something's not looking good.
Like, if I can even pay attention to any of the stuff they're showing us, I might be on my phone doing the Mr. Fantastic Blitz.
That's true. We talked about this. We got a Blitz every 2 hours. If it's a big Blitz this weekend.
Yep. It's Mr. Fantastic. So.
Yes, bendy, stretchy guy. We got word on the dev blog that a merc 2x shard event is coming, and as we are recording this, it's going on right now, which means payday coming soon.
Yep, like 3 days.
What are you any feelings on payday returning? How often do you think they should have these payday events return?
Once a week there should be a different flash event. Seems common enough for me.
It seems like they've been doing it once a week, right? The block
Something
party
like
and the
that.
Relic Hunter.
They've sped them up.
Yeah, I think we need
They've definitely increased the frequency.
New one once a week.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I like
once
it.
A week is good.
I like it. Beta raids have returned. How are you guys doing on these beta raids?
Pretty well. I think we're gonna treat it like the other Greek raids, where we're gonna go for 100% some of the time. Mm-hmm. But they're not so bad. My lane, I was actually able to use Fantastic Four in raid because I've got Namor and the other 3. So I think I was using Shuri as the 5th. Shuri or Minerva, I forget which one. I think Shuri,
both
based
strong.
on the...
Both strong. Both very good choices.
Global lane, maybe? I have to check. But anyway, they didn't do as well as I thought they would in raid. So that was a bit of a letdown. But yeah, beta's fun. And,
seems like they need a 5th character in that spot to be a good raid team. Seems that way.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, and as far as the raids, it doesn't seem to me that they've changed. It seems to you that they've gotten easier because we've increased power since the last time.
Yeah, that's exactly it. They haven't changed them. They haven't made them any tougher, which means that we should be able to progress farther than last time, and we are. So.
Yeah,
I mean, people complained when they were retuning them, just the mini boss nodes. People were absolutely livid and outraged, making a lot of noise. So, they watch for your feedback. If you're happy with the raids as they are now, like, this is great. Just keep leaving them where they are. I was able to get farther than last time. This is great. Can't wait till they come back around and I'll get a little farther. Let them know that you're happier and you're enjoying the raids more if that's the case.
I am. I like them like this. I mean, once in a while being retuned is fine, but I think what they've done, it doesn't seem like they've retuned it since that crazy Gamma Raid retune when Cerebro was talking to you about that on your live stream. I don't think it doesn't seem like they've retuned it since then. So I think the backlash was loud enough that they haven't. At least it seems that way to me. Next thing, rescue Blitz character right now for newer players that don't have rescue yet. What should they be thinking about rescue? Should they be going hard for this Blitz? Should they be trying to unlock rescue?
I certainly would. I mean, every new character is worth getting, and because this is right before Mr. Fantastic Blitz, you won't have to go as hard for rescue as you otherwise would have, because some people are going to be trying to save resources for Mr. Fantastic. But just a couple quick notes about Rescue. Rescue's not a very strong solo character. It's not like you just get Rescue and then drop her on any team and she does well. She definitely needs to be with a majority power armor team, and she's definitely better in war. But, it's worth getting her as a new character, and the beauty is the power armor team only has one legendary, and that legendary is the most replaceable character on that team. Don't get me wrong, they're still better with Iron Man there, but I had a bunch of people asking me just today, like, hey, I can get all power armor now that I have rescue. Who do I replace? I don't have Iron Man yet. You can use Crossbones, you can use Rocket, you can use Wasp. Any tech character with an AoE is gonna do just fine on power armor. So
I don't remember her. I don't remember the wording on her ultimate. Does she give that offense up to everybody or just power armor?
Just power armor.
Okay. It's unfortunate, but it is, I get it. Still very good character, very good component of that team, and very necessary component of that team. Phonix event. Do you already have her at 7 stars?
I did already have her at 7 stars.
Oh, so this event means nothing to you.
Personally, no, but I mean, I'm happy for all the people getting Phonix. I can't wait to get knocked farther back in arena.
Yes. It's and as someone in your arena shard, it happens.
Actually, while I was getting a haircut earlier,
did you beat me? Did you beat me?
Knocked you. I almost did. You were ranked 29 at the time, and I was like, dang, I think I'm gonna have to fight Valley, and I hit refresh one more time and saw number 28, and I was like, you're spared.
Oh, nice. I don't think I've fought you in arena. I think I've successfully avoided you for a while. But
Valley and Khasino admit to corroborating on.
A lot of people in our arena shard talk. OMG's in that same arena shard. It's like everybody.
Oh yeah, but we always attack him. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway, Phonix coming back. What are your thoughts on Phonix? How excited should people be if they have not unlocked Phonix yet?
Oh, Phonix is hands down one of the strongest characters in the game. There's just no exception. She's easily a top 5 character, probably a top 3 character. By some measures, you could make the case that she's the number 1 character in the game. She's just unbelievably strong. And if you are able to get Phonix, that's great. That's amazing. You should. She's wonderful. And then if, for whatever reason, you don't have the resources to power up the entire X-Men team around her, the one that you really want to pair her with is Colossus. Phonix and Colossus together are an unbelievably good duo. That said, I am aware that Colossus isn't farmable, so for all people like, well, I'm getting Phonix, but how the hell am I supposed to get Colossus?
I got anybody to protect her. I need a protector for Phonix.
Yeah, I don't know. People ask me, when are they going to make Colossus farmable? I don't know. Hopefully soon. They make new characters farmable or more available eventually, so it's about time that we'll be seeing him again, in the next month or so, I'd guess. But anyway, yeah, in short, Phonix is amazing. definitely go for Phonix. And then if you have Colossus, even a low star Colossus, I'd still power him up. Colossus does not need a lot of stars. Of course, he's better with more stars, but he is an absolute brick. He's really, really hard to kill, even at low star if you get him high enough gear and level, so go for it.
Very, very strong. If you already have Colossus and you're getting Phonix, congratulations. Data mines, we got some more data mines. First one, we talked about this earlier, war leagues. The data mine says, earn more rewards in war. Ready your alliance for war leagues. Now, we've seen some screenshots of this on an older news report, maybe 3 or 4 news reports ago, and excited for this. I think it's a good thing. What are your thoughts on war leagues?
Yeah, I think it's a great thing. It's gonna make it a lot more palatable because right now there are a bunch of alliances who kind of adopted the mindset of, well, if I'm just gonna be, keep getting tougher and tougher matchups until we lose anyway, if we're just gonna end up at 50% win rate anyway, why even bother trying? Like, who cares?
Yeah.
And that's not an unreasonable approach currently, because if you're gonna get a 50% win rate, why bust your ass for a 50% win rate? The only exception being that you might place a little bit higher in war season, but war leagues are really gonna fix that right up, because maintaining a 50% win rate,
hopefully, we don't know all the details, but hopefully it will.
I mean,
I'm
it can't not. It can't not. The only way they could screw this up is if they made like
it crashed the whole game and everybody got kicked from their alliances. That's how it would be horrible.
Yeah, that would be pretty dumb. But they would never do something like that.
Never. They would never ever do that to the players.
No, they'd never do that. But so the only way they could screw this up is if they made like a loss in platinum have worse rewards than a win in gold or silver, because that would encourage people to stay in lower leagues to get wins. But that's the only thing they have to do, is not allow that to be the case. Just make sure a loss in a higher tier rewards better than a win in a lower tier. That's it. If they do that, automatically leagues incentivize people to try harder, and it's just more free stuff. Like, we're already doing war anyway, so just getting more better rewards for what we already do sounds amazing to me. And bragging rights, being able to say, hey, just saying, I forget what the top tier was called, but whatever. We're a diamond tier alliance or a master tier alliance, whatever it is. Hell yeah.
I like it. And maybe there'll be some Blitz credits in there or something, because I don't know what we're gonna have to do to be competitive in war if these league rankings are so good. Man, it's baffling. I can't wait. I think it's gonna be solved. I think it's gonna be good eventually. But there's some things they need to iron out.
Did you see the newest $9.99 offer?
No, I didn't. Tell me about it.
Oh, they have a new $9.99 offer. It's 3,500 Blitz orb fragments, which is 1 3/4 of a Blitz orb, and then 500 Blitz credits.
Oh yes.
$10.
This is how you could war, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Laughable.
Awesome deal.
Do not buy that offer. Tell them to shove it up
Oh
their
man,
ass.
I was right
People
about to
call
get
me a
out my
Fox
credit
X
card right
sponsor.
now. I'm glad you said that to me, because it sounded great. It sounded great.
That offer is a goddamn insult.
All right, this other part of the data mine looks good as well. I think it's gonna be a good thing. They're adding more purple gear to the raid store. At least that is what the data mine said. They're removing 2 of the purple unique gear, replacing them with normal purple gear. I think that is long overdue. How much do you need? Any purple unique gear at this point? Any of them?
Right at this moment, no. But so the thing is, lately they've been introducing new purple unique gear pieces.
Yeah.
If you remember the
ballistic weave,
titanium is new. The luminium is new. The ballistic weave is new. The molecular cloth is new. So there have been periods right after those come out where, the astral energy, yeah. So there have been periods recently where I've had characters stuck for a week waiting on them.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem to be that common of a thing. So I had a few people go there with it when we read this data mine on stream. There were a bunch of people who were like, they're screwing us again. Now we're never going to be able to gear up new characters. And it's like, whoa, pump the brakes. Like, is it 2 fewer slots for that stuff? Yes, but it's still available in other places, and they're just giving us a lot more purple gear orbs these days, and the uniques are in the purple gear orbs, so I'm getting more purple uniques than ever, even when I'm not trying to farm them.
Yeah.
And then it's more purple gear slots, so you're just more likely to get the other items you need that you're having a hard time farming. So, is it possible if they introduce a new purple unique that this will make it take a little bit longer to get them? Yeah, it's possible. But, you know, they're still in the supply store and stuff. It's cheaper to get purple gear orbs from Raid now, and they seem to be more plentiful, so I'm not that worried about it.
I don't think I've ever bought a purple unique from the Raid store. I've bought the normal gear, so I think this is good. I think I get enough purple uniques from their orbs that I get from Blitz every day, so I'm not Blitz, Raids every day, so I'm happy about
I mean,
this.
I bought the molecular cloth and stuff, but I'm like, when I get a brand new character, like the day they come out, and then I have them at like gear tier 10, like the day we get them, then I end up waiting for like a week trying to get that unique, and I'm very thankful I can get it in the Raid store. But for most people, it's not going to be an issue. You'll have gotten enough of their uniques by the time you get them from their first Blitz or whatever it is. So.
First whale problems, brother.
Yup.
Alright, Block Party, it looks like it is coming back. Hopefully it is working, or maybe not. If it doesn't work, I'm not going to be mad about it, right?
I vote that if Block Party gets screwed up a third time, they just call it the Blockheads event, and they live with it.
Something. And that is about it for the news, guys. As Khasino said earlier, this is the calm before the storm, because who knows how much information we're going to get there that we can't release. So expect a pretty big news update next week. But that is it. Anything you want to promote before you go and get ready packing and get off to FoxNext headquarters?
No, I don't think I got anything crazy going on. Just the trip to FoxNext. Gonna get to meet you in real life.
Oh yeah, so, baby.
We'll take a picture, and I think you said you're gonna be joining me actually for the Hot Ones Gauntlet.
That is the plan. Let's see what we can do logistically for that. But that is the plan. I do want to do that.
Let me promote that. So I'm getting really close to 20,000 YouTube subs. If you're not already subbed to my YouTube channel, help me out and hit that sub button. Just 20,000 is like a really nice benchmark. I don't normally ask for subs, doesn't matter that much to me, but 20k is a nice number, might as well hit it. And then to celebrate that, me and Valley are going to do the entire Hot Ones Season 9 Gauntlet. If you're not familiar with that, there's a web series called Hot Ones, and they do interview questions while eating really hot wings, and towards the high end, they're literally like 2 million Scoville, like insanely painful hot sauces. So Valley said he's up to the challenge, so he's going to eat some of the hottest hot sauce made from the hottest peppers on the planet with me.
Sounds like a painful trip. This sounds like a painful trip.
If you want to see us suffer more than we normally do when we get rank 108 in Blitz, then definitely check that out.
Yes, I think we're going to do one for each channel, so you can see both of us suffer on our channels. And Khasino, thank you for doing a news report with me. It's been a tradition. I think we're almost up to 20 right now, if we're not at 20 right now. So it's a long-standing tradition. And guys, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel. I will ask you guys to subscribe to the channel. Smash on that like button, share this with your friends. Check out some of my other videos. Check out some of the links in the description. And make sure you follow me on social media. That's where I'm putting most of the stuff from this trip, especially on Instagram. So check out some of the links. Check out ClanHQ, sponsor of this video. And I will see you guys next time. Hulk Fist Bump, ValleyFlyin, out!